Hello all, my name is Abdul Rahman and in this video we are going to talk about two special methods, stir and repr. There are many different explanations about what stir and repr are each used for, but I will tell you the difference between stir and the repr. I will tell you the main difference between these two special methods, stir and repr. The difference between these two special methods, stir and repr, is that stir is used for creating output for the end user. On the other hand, while repr is mainly used for debugging and development, repr's goal is to be unambiguous and stir's goal is to be readable. So first of all, let's do some examples with date and time for knowing what exactly stir and repr do. So let's go ahead and get started. So guys, in this video I will not be using the VS Code. So in the most of the videos I have used the VS Code editor. So in this video I will be using the Python ideally shell, because sometimes I need to use the shell because I have to do some examples in the console which I can't do in the Python in the VS Code console. So I will be doing that in the Python shell. So first of all I will be opening the files, those files. So here I will be going and so here I will be using blob is there, our blob file is there, and it's taking time, and then I have to open another file known as op, and that's the here. Okay, so now I have opened these two, so I will be minimizing this or not. Okay, let's open our op. Okay, so now first of all I will be making this comment for not creating the log file. So here we will be using pygame and then dot quit, so that it should not show us the error. So now first of all I want to run this program. So it's getting I have done the mistake here. So now let's run it again and check whether it will be coming here. Okay, so now it's working. So it's not opening the pygame window and it's not using the log file will not be created, because I have made this main line comment and I have given here pygame.quit, which will be quitting the window and it will not open. Okay, so now we reverse over here. Okay, so now I will be importing here is date and time, and then I will be using date time dot date time, and then I will be using now. So I will be copying that for not. Okay, so now I am running this. As you can see here, when I press the enter, we are getting the repr method. Okay, we are getting the repr method because we are just referencing the object. We have not asked this object to say printed, which would give us the string representation. For example, if I print like so print, and here I will paste this one, and now we are getting the date and time in another format, as you can see here. So that these formats and this format and this format is different. So now what I will do is I will be using here like print again, and here I will be using stir, and then I will pasting this one. And so now if I run this program, I will be getting the same here, as you can see here, this time format. Okay, let's enter it. No, I think So this bracket has okay. So now let's enter it. So now we are getting the same date format, date and time format. So there are some minutes and some seconds difference. There will be difference. So don't see that the time format and the date format is same. If we are giving like print date time dot now, and if we are giving print stir and then date time dot now, we are getting the same. Okay. So now what if I do is print, I will be using here like, close this bracket for not being the mistake, and here I will give is repr, and then I will be opening the bracket again, and here I will be pasting. So now if I run this program, I will be getting this format, this time format. So as you can see here, we are getting that time, date and time format. Okay. So because we are just referencing the object, we have not asked the object to say printed, which would give us the string representation. Okay, when we are running, we are getting the string representation. So now let's go ahead and create our own. So now what about our blobs? So I want to close this one. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create our own stir and repr methods for our blobs. So before doing that, I will be doing one thing here, that is here, and then you have to copy this two lines. Okay, so now let's paste it here. Okay, so now I have pasted this blue blobs, these three lines. Okay, and then I want to show you one thing. Okay, so now let's run this program. Okay, so now what I will do is I will give here print blue blobs, then I will be referencing the 0 here, and then so we are getting main some blue object. So the output we just got now is useless, and here I have referenced the 0 with blue blobs, and then if I enter here like blue is there, and then blobs, and then I will be okay. So now again we are getting the repr method. So as you can see here, when I am entering here, we are getting the, as you can see here, it's clearly a repr method. So now what if I enter like stir, and then I will be blue blobs, okay, and 0. Okay, so now when I am running this, we are getting the default repr method, because we are getting that in the quotation marks. Okay, so now these are all of these are useless, so we will be closing this, and where is our blob file? Okay, so now let's add the repr method and the stir method in our blob file. Okay, so now I will be creating, yes, not here. Okay, def, and then I will be giving repr double underscore. Okay, so now self, and again we are getting this one. Oh, now so now I will be using blob, and then I will be using here parentheses, the blob, then parentheses, and then comma, again parentheses, and then in the parentheses I will be giving the coordinates x and y, comma x and y. Okay, x, y, and okay. So now I will be using here format, and then in the brackets I will be using self dot color, comma self dot size. So the size is useful, and then self dot x comma self dot y. Okay, so now this has been okay. So now let's go to our here op file, and I will be running this again. Okay, so we did got anything right. So now what I will do is, no, not now, I will be do that after some time. So we forgot to give the stir method again. Dev stir, and then again instead of typing this much, okay, so now here we have to give is stir is there, and then instead of blob I have to give here is okay, let's give the color of blob. Okay, and then so here we have to be some different than that much. Okay, so I want to remove this brackets. Okay, so now semicolon here, comma, here is the size, and then semicolon. Okay. How much there? You have to give where is the location. Location, before location you have to give the space. And so now everything is fine. So then I think self dot size, so it was not getting under this, again self dot x comma self dot y. Okay, so now let's run it. This is the time to run, and now I will be running this program. Okay, so now here so here in the Python shell it has not came. Okay, so here in the Python shell I will be entering like blue blobs. Again I will be referencing. So before running this program and before adding the stir and the repr method, so we were getting something like main and we were getting the useless things. So now let's run it and see, and now we are getting the blob 00 with the color. And so this is the repr version. I have to open the blob file. So here I have here what I have done is like I want to show that. So here so what we have done is we have given the return blob, we are getting the blob, and then we have given the brackets, and in the brackets what we want is okay, so what we want is the color is the main, and then we have got the location and we have formatted that, so it's working anyhow. So I have closed this one and I will be running that again, run module. Okay, so now let's run blue blobs and again referencing the 0. So it's working because so because we have added the stir and the repr method. After that what I will enter is I will be entering print blue blobs, and then 0 is the one And now, okay, so now we are getting the color of the blob, and we are getting the color, and we are getting the size. After that, the location, at the location point, okay, so this is the location. Here I have not added the semicolon. So anyhow, let's go in the shell. Okay, so we have got the location, we have got everything. So we didn't got the semicolon here, we need to run it again, so leave it. And so now it's just little bit more information, and it is just little easier to read. Okay, so it's very easier to read. So now let's modify our logging. Okay, in OP file, where is this the file? Here, where it was 38th line, I remember. So, okay, so here this is the, in this line, let's remove dot color. Here is the one, the 38th line, this is the 38th line. So we have colors, and here also color, so we can remove this. So let's remove. And in the 68th line we have the another same color. So first of all I will be removing this one, and then okay, so now instead of stir we can give here is repr, so for reducing the file size. So I don't want to do that. Where is the other one? That was here somewhere. Oh sorry, I have, so sorry, this is the 68th line, I was confused. So this is the 38th line, I have to remove the from here. So I have to add, I have told the wrong, so I have to add the repr for reducing the file size. We can do that, so I don't want to do that, I want to show that later. Okay, so now what I will do is, and okay, so one thing we can do is I have to remove this one, and then I have to remove this block of code. Okay, and now let's go in the file, and then okay, so we have log file, right? So it was, okay, that is log file, right? So what I can do is log file 2.log for not confusing. Okay, so now let's run this module. Let's close once. Okay, so now the blobs are colliding each other, so let's see where it will happen. So that's just now it collided a blob, the red blob. Okay, so now this one also collided. So let's open our file explorer. Okay, so here we have given the log file 2, right? So that's the thing, that's the file I have. Okay, so now it's showing lot of this one, right? So it's increasing. Can kill this one. Okay, so now we have the log file, and it has been created. So for reducing this file size, let's do one thing. Let's delete this one. Okay, and so now let's run this program and remove this one. And so now let's I will be running this program module. And so now the blobs will be colliding, I think so. Oh, this has been collided. So I will be going in the file and checking. Okay, So our log file is created and it's been creating. So this is the 177th line, right? So let's check. Let's open this one and then close this one. Oh, it's 180 lines because I think some of the blobs are collided, so that's why it was 178 or 177 and now it's 180. So the log file has been created and it's working. So guys, that's all for now. Okay, I forgot one thing here. I told, right, for removing this blob, for removing this repr, and here also. Okay, so now I want to run it again after run. Okay, so this is just collided. So let's open the log file. So now it's working. The file size is much smaller than that file size. As you can see here, it's 133 and it's not printing that much big as it was printing, right? So let's delete this one. Okay, anyhow, so guys, that's it for repr and the string, and that's all for this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you, bye bye.